I'm going to go ahead and start recording. So this is a training on onboarding new ambassadors on Team Allen Diamond Ducks. We are excited to talk to you guys tonight about a very simple, duplicatable system because that's what we've been missing for a long time. And I know a lot of us really related to a lot of Amy Paul / Emily Gibson / Brooke Hemingway. That's all the same leg. Their training, their onboarding process is very duplicatable and simple. So we're just going to kind of go over what that's going to look like, just so everyone is on the same page and how simple it can be. And I've been using it this past, I don't know, I guess 3 weeks on my own. And it's just, I felt like people are getting more confident with being able to, get their post out, and then they're confident with using that three-way message that I'll tell you guys about to send me in private messages, three-way messages with their potentials. So a lot of you guys know, some of you don't know, so we're just going to kind of go through what that looks like. So the very first thing, obviously, you're going to want to do when you get a new ambassador is you're going to add them to Team Allen and welcome them to the team. So you always want them on at least the closest Jewel upline page. I definitely would not overwhelm them because that's another problem. So make sure that we talk to them about taking the notifications off their phone so they don't get overwhelmed, and just check the team page when they can. The other thing is they're going to do their post. And so I don't care if they're wholesalers. I don't care what they are. I want everyone on Team Allen, and I want everyone posting, because the thing is, when I have done, gotten on some calls and just even done some welcome Zooms with some new ambassadors or wholesalers, even just to discuss products, by the time we got off that call, 2 of the 5 posted. 3 of them were already ready to work the business, but 2 of them were not. And after that call, that training, they decided to go ahead and post and see what happened. So, most people, just remember, more people go to bed at night more worried about how to pay their bills than anything else. And always remember, 75% of Americans live in paycheck to paycheck. Always remember, $500 a month saves 95% of marriages. So you have something, an opportunity that can change their life. So just keep that in mind and be really bold about this business opportunity. How you present this opportunity to who you're talking to is going to really change your business. If you guys haven't seen the video by Whitney Warr, I want you guys to go watch it. It's about 9 minutes, and she's very savvy with business, and she went Emerald in 9 months, and she talks a lot about that she looked for those business builders. She didn't look for a bunch of wholesalers loving the products.
How do you spell her last name, Millie?
It's Warr. And her video, I can, if you guys want it in the leaders chat, I can send it through there. But it's a very good video about how to get business builders on your team, which is what we all want, right? So we're looking for those business builders, people that want to work the business, and how you lead in with the business. She talks about in that call. So anyway, on the first post though, so you're going to get them to do their post. This is what it is. It's very simple. Okay. It's a 2-liner. Hey guys, I'm trying this new supplement called Plexus that my friend Melanie have better sleep, more energy, and get rid of her sugar cravings. Does anyone want to try it with me? Okay. The big key is though, y'all, is getting that picture. I'm really big on people taking, I know they think it's cheesy, but I'm telling you, and I even need to do more selfies, but like doing a selfie with their pink drink or something with a picture, especially if it's of them, I think is a lot more powerful than just writing that post. People are more apt to look at it just because of the fact you have a picture with it. And so they, post with the picture and they tag you in it, so we can come and leave a supportive comment. And then the other thing is making sure it's public so the team can support them. So then you go on Team Allen, Diamond Ducks, your page, whatever, and say, hey guys, Rachel Duck, she just signed up. She just did her first Facebook post. I'm so proud of her. Please go give her some love. And then we need, as leaders, to be going under and obviously supporting these new ambassadors, because it's really, really scary to get out in Facebook land and tell people what you're doing, right? So we want us to go support them with that. And then any interest they get on that post, like how much is it? Do you sell it? Tell me more. What is it? Tell them. You'll private message them. And then they start a 3-way message with that person, the upline sponsor, and then we tell them exactly what to send, okay? All of this is in their notes. They know exactly what they're doing. Everyone's on the same page. And it says, hi, I'm just going to pretend Rachel is the one interested. Hey, hi, Rachel. This is a plant-based supplement that gets to the root issue of the things we are dealing with. I've CC'd my friend Melanie because I'm still new and learning. She is here to answer your questions. I know you're wondering about migraines. Ask away. So when I hear that, I'm like, perfect. I know how to address this. If Rachel's to tell me, I know you want to know about the business opportunity, I know how to lead that three-way message, okay? So, for example, if you want to throw me in chats too, Rachel says she's worried about that because you're in so many. I don't mind, y'all. That's what I want to do. Your success is mine. I'm here to support you guys. So I'm okay with that because I want us all doing that. And I know you're working. Hey, how's it going? I know you're working. If you're throwing me in chats, it means you're doing your business, which makes me happy. Because that means that you're, sharing these amazing products. And that's what we want. We want to help people be successful. So anyway, on that note, just those things are very critical because I think if we just make this simple and they know what to say, they're more apt to do it instead of like being scared and not knowing what to say and how to say it. That two-liner is simple and very duplicatable. On that note, just before we move on, does anyone have a question about the post and the three-way chat or anything they want to add to that?
I would just like to say that the new ambassador I signed up today did exactly that. She has a lot of activity already on her Facebook page.
Yes, and I'm really proud of that. A lot of those are Team Allen, and I haven't looked at the rest, but I'm excited and I appreciate you guys going under her and supporting her. And she is ready to communicate. So then, okay, and anything else on that? Rachel, you want to go into your handwritten notes for a minute? Because I think that's good. I wrote that down that you're going to talk about that. So why don't you talk about that just briefly?
The only thing I was saying is, I know it means a lot to me when I get stuff in the mail. So one of the things that I did last month is, and I know I missed a couple. So if you had someone in your downline that ranked that I missed, don't hold me to that. But I had tried to keep up. We had like 6 rank advancements in Diamond Ducks last month. So I bought, actually I probably have some here, some just blank note cards from the dollar store. They were $1. And they just looked like this. I mean, nothing fancy at all. And I just wrote like a nice little handwritten note, thanking them for working so hard, congratulating them for promoting, and just giving them a word of encouragement, which is not something I had done before now. And I had several messages come back to me from people that got them that just, I guess the timing was just right. And they were going through some other things. And so getting that in the mail meant a lot to them. So it's something that I tried last month and probably will stick with that for as long as I can, or as long as I can keep up, I should say, because it seemed to mean a lot to the people that I sent it to.
Yeah, I think that's great. And I always remember Melissa telling us, people work harder for praises than raises. So just keep that in mind, and, loving on people. I mean, I got a card in the mail from Becky Matoka, and she wrote me this long message, and it was just one of those really hard days, and it meant so much to me. So spend the time. I mean, one thing Amy Welch did, and I think I posted it in the leaders chat, but one thing she does for her, if you guys haven't heard the holiday call yet that I'm doing the contest for, she sends like a little thank you card to all her customers. And, this is the season, y'all. This is a time to be grateful. Obviously, we always want to be grateful, but keeps you thinking about being thankful. So sending like, thank you cards to your customers, to your wholesale ambassadors, if they, aren't working the business, you can send them the sample of the body cream, sample of the Ease cream. She sent a sample of the P96 and just like a little handwritten letter. You could always, if you don't have a lot of customers, just depending, you could always do a product if you want. It's totally up to you. It's your business. Those are just some ideas of some things you might want to think about, just letting people know you appreciate them. Even a handwritten letter, y'all, goes a really long way. So just think about that. And then also one other thing Amy throws in is her brochure. So she has the one from Etsy that has talks about the natural products. I think it's green. It's a new one they have out from Graphics Nanny, I think. So
no, I just got my the green natural ones that we were talking about. I just got the proof. If you want me to share screen, I can show you what it looks like.
Yeah, why don't we go ahead and show them which one? That's great.
Where are you at? I just thought it was a little more eye-catching. What can you see on the screen right now?
We see you like your email.
Okay, that's what I'm looking for. She sent me a what do you call it?
Approve.
Thank you. That, and the girl that I chose the green one from, actually printed. Mom and I were talking about this the other day. The my information on the back instead of having to waste business cards.
Yeah.
So it is.
I thought I saw it when you first opened.
That one didn't have the proof in it.
Oh.
Sorry, y'all. I had it pulled up before we got on the call. It should be right in here.
While she's trying to find it, I'll just keep talking. That way we just keep moving. Unless you have it right there. I think that might be.
There we go. So this is what it looks like.
Love that.
Not as much pink. It's really all about natural. And then she put all of my information here in the bottom instead of having to put a business card with it.
Love it.
And then,
It's from Etsy?
Yes, ma'am.
Is that, that's the graphics, Danny, right?
Let me go back. And then the inside has all 16 products. Yes, it's from the Graphic Nanny.
Yep, that's my favorite.
Yep. So that's what they look like.
That's an idea. You know, you guys can obviously work your business how you want. These are just some tips. You know, I definitely suggest everyone listening to the Amy Welch Tara Taylor call. It's a really, really good call about what this season is about right now and how what you're doing now affects your business in 90 days. Just remember that. And you are planting seeds. So, you know, just if you have a chance, please watch that call. But I'm going to go ahead and jump into when people enroll, the 6 things to do. And again, this is going to be in your phone. So you're going to know exactly what to do and not have any questions. The very first thing you're going to want to do when you enroll someone new to your team is you're going to ask them to post the short 2-liner on Facebook that we've already talked about with a selfie, and they're going to tag you in it. The second thing they're going to do is they're going to start a 3-way chat with your new person. If you haven't had them in a 3-way already, you and your sponsor, you're going to introduce them and say that this message is a place where they can come and ask questions. Because I get it. You guys, a lot of you work full time, and obviously I don't. And I can get to the messages when I can, or you can, or whatever, but we're there. Like, there's just another person to help support you and support your new person in their business. So it's really, really important that we try to help support our team members, especially the new ones when you have a lot of questions. And whoever can get to the question first can answer it. Number 3, you're going to send them the video toolbox to watch and share with their friends who they think might need Plexus, and also just to learn, because there's a lot of great info. And it's not going to overwhelm them because they can just watch them on their own time. The next thing they're going to do, number 4, is tell them to message you when their products come, when they receive them, so you can send directions. A lot of times I will send them directions, they lose it. So I like them to let me know when. The reason why, when I know when they start, I can be more aware and know when I need to follow up with them to make sure they have the most success with their products. The other thing that's very important, you need to tell people they must give it 4 to 6 months. Y'all, these products take time. Your job is to educate them. They join you because they trust you. They want to know, they want you to help them. And so your job as an ambassador, if you have 1 person, 50 people, doesn't matter. Your job is to train your downline. You have 1 person on your team, you're a leader. You guys are gold and above. All of you guys are leaders. And you want to make sure that you're taking care of your team, okay? So it's very, very important to make sure you tell them 4 to 6 months, and then you're there to help troubleshoot. That doesn't mean your upline can't get involved and obviously help you troubleshoot. I'm just saying, take responsibility for your teams because they're looking to you to guide them, okay? And then number 5, add them to Team Allen and obviously your team page if you have one. And then ask them if they'd like to join our Journey 101 product and sharing training. Okay, those are the 6 steps. That's it. Super simple. I'm going to put this where you guys want it. I can put it in my leaders group. I can put it in the chat. Just let me know. You guys literally should copy and paste, put this in your phone, and then you can use it. And then also the other thing that Emily Gibson, if you guys did not see that call, I hope you did. If you didn't, go back and watch it. It's very good about their onboarding process. It's pretty much what we're doing. The only thing else that I loved is that they had actual verbiage. So if someone says, what is Plexus? They can copy paste. They do not have to come up with what is Plexus. It's already written. Okay. So there's some common questions that you get all the time, the same ones. If you already have that in your notes and your new ambassador has that material, they're going to feel so much more confident, and you are literally arming them with confidence to know how to answer these questions. Okay. So, and it has been even helpful for me to copy and paste and not feel like I'm writing the same thing over and over. So just a thought for you guys. I mean, I would definitely recommend having that copy and paste, have it in your notes, and then we all, are kind of on the same page. And obviously, if you want to make it your own and more personalized, that's totally fine. But, we need to equip our new ambassadors with success. So our goal is still silver in 7 days. The other thing I'm doing is once all of that's done and they've done their posts, and obviously I get them to make their Franks list. I get them to think about, friends, relatives, acquaintances, neighbors, social connections, social media connections even. And I am still trying to get, 4 to 6 potentials of them, their people on a Zoom within the first week. That's my goal. Does it always happen? No. But I definitely push for that because I think those Zooms are still very, very powerful. Another thing you can do is meet for lunch with their potentials. I mean, it's up to you depending on if they're local. You can also, the other thing that I haven't talked to you all a lot about yet, but I've seen a lot of people do, I was going to share my screen really quick and show you guys, is launch parties. That's another thing. You might have someone on your team that may want to relaunch their business. Maybe they haven't done much and they want to relaunch and go ahead and start their business now.
Were you able to get the relaunch template that we were talking about this morning or no?
All I have so far, and I haven't gotten any further than this, but so far what I have is if you go under my albums, you guys don't, hopefully you guys know this exists because lately I've been hearing people say, I didn't even know this exists, and it's a lot of work. These are all, if you guys don't know, under my albums in Team Allen, I've got file, like you guys can save these, okay? So I have,
nope, didn't know that existed.
that just kills me. Okay, so I've got 10 photo albums of information for you guys, okay? So, this is some of my challenges I've done. I also have so here's all the graphics of the products. I've got obviously some business images here, like the main things that we use a lot, okay? And Rachel, this would probably be good for you to organize for your team too to have, I think. I've got my time management challenge. Here's even some combos and bundles, different graphics you're welcome to use if you can't find things. So I try to make this easy for you guys to be able to locate information. Here's some before and afters. You can go to my albums, use any of these if you want to post something on your wall. These are all compliant, obviously approved. I posted these about 3 months ago to help you all. And then obviously here's a Facebook party layout. I just uploaded this. It even has all the verbiage right here on post 1 and, each post. And this is one that a lot of, I guess one of the Jules has used. And so I literally have it right here. If you guys wanted to put this in Hootsuite and relaunch or launch somebody's business, you can make it your own. But here is one for you guys to use if you would like. She did mention actually, Rachel, this is on the Senior Ruby page, by the way.
But I couldn't figure out how to get back to it because it wouldn't let me save the post. So now
here it is. Yeah, I figured out how to save it and I uploaded it to albums for y'all. But this is on that Senior Ruby chat. So Andrea Grant's the one that created all of this. And all I did was just put it in the album for you guys to duplicate. I haven't put it in Word yet to obviously have him.
I love it. Love it, love it, love it.
Yeah. So that's just another idea for y'all. Okay. So there's so many tools we know. So you have to know your audience. You have to know your ambassador's audience. What is going to be best for them? What are they comfortable with? Right. So, Zoom may be really scary for an older person. Maybe they're not used to it. Maybe they're not even on Facebook, but honestly, y'all, Zoom really isn't that hard. And I think if they can see your face and your passion and your belief, I just think it goes really far. I've even done them with them not seeing my face because my computer's messed up. But they still, just put in your passion and then being able to share your screen has been really powerful for me doing welcome Zooms. I've been doing welcome Zooms versus welcome calls. You guys do what works for you. That's just something that's worked for me lately. I love that I can get right now. I just have had a lot of people not get their welcome calls. So I've grouped some of my level 1 leaders. If they, like last month I had 2 ladies in the same downline sign 6 people. So what we did is we got all 6 on the one call instead of me doing 6 calls. I was working smarter, not harder. Okay. What I did in that 30 minutes, I knocked out everything and I could share my screen and show my my team page and things like that. And I think it makes it more realistic for them when they can see it. A lot of people are visual learners. So, anyway, I'm glad to know that. Who else did not know about the photo albums? I'm now curious because.
Me.
I
Okay.
did not.
So did no one? No
No,
one.
not.
I don't think anybody on this call knew about it that I heard. I didn't hear any yeses.
I knew about it, but you told me at Leaders Retreat.
Yeah, and Larissa knows because I know I've told her. She might have forgotten, but I did tell her about it because I remember when I was making them, telling her, go look.
You may have told me, but seeing it is totally different. That's not at all what I was looking for or even how I would have gone to find it.
And Rachel, if you ever wanted to launch or like any of y'all wanted to launch something on your page and you wanted to use it, I've got all the information for you. Like if you wanted to do this whole, say you wanted to do this, how to, just get, I don't know, learn terminology, right? You can do some kind of contest where each day they're learning something new, right? So here's all the information for you. You can just literally duplicate it. So that's why I put it in here so you can go and find it and you can copy paste, okay? And you can put it on your team pages. So anyway, I'm glad that we went over that then. And that's why the welcome Zooms are also helpful because people can see the team page. They can see how to search. They can see the files looking with you. And I think it makes a huge difference for people to actually see what you're doing. So anyway, just a thought. You guys do what works for you. I know a lot of y'all work full time. So sometimes you might need to be doing a 3-way call as you're driving, obviously, but I wanted to show y'all that. And really, the only other thing I really wanted to make sure and emphasize tonight is the backup order. So, okay, I know that, Plexus is saying not to worry about backup orders, whatever, but the thing is, like, we want people consistent on their products, period. So how I've been describing it to people, and I make it not a big deal, okay? You just let people know that, in 30 days, if they're not at 100 PV, they're in customer or their own products, it ships on that date, right? We want them to be consistent on their products when we know that we're going to tell them 4 to 6 months. Obviously, you're going to sometimes get some people saying, no way, I want to see how it works for me. But I still convince them to do it. And this is why. I want to show you how many we have because I want y'all to see. Oh, man, I can't look right now. Okay. Well, there's a lot that aren't there, okay? There's a lot. And it's y'all, it's just not okay. And this isn't a talk to like get mad at y'all. We are all business owners. And if we're going to be business owners, we're going to know our books. That was something that Erin O'Keefe, she's a diamond, mentioned. And I thought that was so powerful because if we're a business owner and we want to be CEO of our own business, right? We all want to be diamond ambassadors. And maybe you don't all, maybe y'all don't want to go to the top, but either way, you're responsible for your team and their downline. You need to be looking at your back office a lot. There's people that literally track their points daily. Okay. So you should have an idea of where your team is at. You need to be aware when people are turning off because that gives you a red flag, something's going on and you need to follow up and check in with them. Okay. So we need to service our team. We need to think of ourselves as customer service for our team, to be there, to troubleshoot, to know what's going on. And so I literally, if you guys should be checking your back office and seeing who signed up today. Who do I need to check on? Oh, ouch, they don't have a backup order yet. Maybe it's going to update tonight and tomorrow we'll see if it went through, right? Because sometimes it takes overnight for whatever reason. Maybe a couple hours till it updates. But check, y'all. Look into that. You need to know what's going on in your downline because, knowing your back office is just as important as knowing everything else about who you're recruiting for your team and things like that. So you need to be aware and follow up with those people and check in. There's no reason anyone should be sitting at $69.95. If they're only wanting $69.95, they should have been a customer. Sorry, I'm not okay with that. You shouldn't be okay with that because it's going to pull our pay point down and we're all going to get paid less, right? So we want to make sure that we are guiding people and explaining to them why one product is not enough. If money is an issue, your job as their leader is to help them get their products free. How are you going to do that? You're going to start chats. You're going to get them to post. You're going to get that Zoom going. And if you need support or help, you know I'm here. But
Hey, Mel.
if we get all of this going, it's going to be amazing.
Speaking of just one product, in the notes for Emily Gibson, she actually has a response for when people say, well, what if I just want one product? It's one of the notes in the comments. Do you want me to read it?
Yeah, please do. That would be awesome.
It says, it's really hard to say, or just to say, let me start over. It's really hard to just say one because your problems are multidimensional. I know it's tempting to try just one thing at a time, but it would only be one part of the solution. So it's like fighting a lion with a stick instead of a sword, if you know what I mean. I hate having people start out without what they really need because then if they don't get the results they wanted, they think it doesn't work, when really it does. But their particular body needed a different combination of supplements for the synergistic effects. I just feel very strongly that the triplex and X Factor is the right choice to start with. If there's a financial hesitation, it's so easy to overcome with minimal effort, and I can help you with that too. Hope that helps.
That's huge right there. Right there, you're supporting them. You're letting them know why. And I love how they worded that. That's perfect. And see, what we'll do is all the verbiage is, honestly, y'all, it's all already on my team page.
Where did you find it?
It's in the comments under the Emily Gibson contest. I have them already saved on my notes, but it's in
I'll show you.
that Melanie posted. It's in the the first 5 comments, I think, or something like that.
Yeah, I tried to, and I have, and also, by the way, we do have Brooke Hemingway too. So like any questions we have, Brooke Hemingway is doing a training for us December 1st, who is actually Emily Gibson's upline.
And I won't be here. Oh, wait, yes, I'll be back that day.
But, you guys know how to search. Gosh, I hope you all know how to do this. Search on the team page, and there's Dr. Graham. Are you on, Dr. Graham? I don't think she's on tonight. Well, that didn't pull up that way. Oh, no, there's more results. The other thing, I just think a lot of people feel nervous. The other thing is once they post, people don't know what to do next. You need to be checking in and being like, try to help them understand how they can still post and, what to do because, Mom, here you go. If you just want to copy paste things from here. And Grace, I think you already have some of these saved, don't you?
Yes, I do.
Okay. So, here's the when people enroll that I was telling you guys. Here's the 6 steps. You just save this into your phone. And then
That's what I was looking for.
here's frequently asked questions. And you guys can separate these. If I just want one product, this is what Rachel just read. Here's how to pay for Plexus. And again, make this your own. This is just obviously here's her, her story, but you can make it your own there. But here's pregnancy and slim, die off, swelling. So there's just a lot. Here's what is Plexus. When people ask, you can copy paste. Okay. It's already done for you. Here's Thrive. Here's some info on Thrive. Here's caffeine. There's just some common questions you get over and over and over again. Here you go. You don't have to reinvent the wheel, y'all. We just literally can duplicate. These people are on the leaders board for a reason. But can you imagine if we all did this and we're all on the same page, how that momentum can happen because everybody knows, we're all in communication that way. And we know everybody knows what they're supposed to be doing. That's what I'm excited about because that's when serious momentum happens is when we get that duplication going throughout our team and getting that firm system in place. And obviously we can change it if something's not working, right? It's flexible. It's just their system makes sense. Any questions on that though? I'm also Rachel and I are both trying to do hashtags now too, as much as I can remember. And sometimes she reminds me by doing it on her post and I'm like, oh yeah. So like hashtags are really a big deal as well, because you guys can search new ambassador and pull stuff up, or welcome, or things like that. And that way it'll be easier for you guys to find. We're also trying to keep this calendar at the very top to try to keep everybody organized. I also will be looking at changing the pin post as well. So that's kind of, we wanted to start with you guys, kind of let this roll out, see how it's going for everyone. And I mean, what do you think, Rach? Maybe meet up again into December, see how it's working before we launch it to our teams, or what?
We can. The other thing we need to talk about is that we have decided to not do the boot camp for December.
Right.
That we're going to give everybody, I don't know, you may have already said that and I just didn't hear you, but give everybody a chance to kind of catch up and sort of really focus their time on the 531, planting seeds, like getting people ready for momentum time. We've spent since May doing boot camp now?
Yeah.
And it seems like the last couple of months have just been the same, probably 10 at the most, leaders doing it, commenting, supporting, participating. And I just don't think it's as effective as it initially was, nor are we getting the participation. So we talked about it earlier, just holding off on that, but instead doing a silver in 7 days, one, maybe 2 in December, and try to get any new ambassadors, because you guys, if you haven't already heard too, Black Friday and Cyber Monday, lots of people are potentially going to be joining your team. If you can get those people silver in December, like, you're not going to have to worry about them. The momentum is there, and it's just going to carry over into resolution season. So focusing on other things instead of the boot camp for December, and doing some silver in 7 challenges.
The other thing that I'm looking at doing is, I had really good turnout with my silver, the 7-day IPA challenge. I'm going to look at implementing that in December as well. So there'll still be some accountability that way. I just have noticed that our team does a lot better with short things than the long, like 30-day contest or anything for 30 days. Seems to be really a lot harder for people to stick to. So that's why I've been doing like shorter contests, flash contests, things like that. And the other thing is, I highly encourage you guys to be doing contests with your teams. Don't feel like you need to wait on me. Feel free to launch a contest. I definitely, think it's totally fine anytime that, you want to do like a rebate, or you want to do like a special contest for just your team. I think it's very important to do that. I have never stopped contests since I was a silver ambassador. Every single month I did something, and I definitely think pouring back into my team has been a huge part of my success, for sure.
I do one month and try to change them up, but Melissa said that they're going to have some kind of activity, promotion, not just win a prize.
Right. Yeah, like they need to do something obviously to win it, but I mean, that's why sometimes it may be just a rebate. Sometimes you've seen me guys that have done tic-tac-toe. You're welcome to duplicate any of my contests as well. You can search contests and do one of my old contests. You can search Team Eichenhorst. You can search Team Ferguson. So if you're just not sure, because I mean, I've always been really stumped when I used to do like monthly contests. What am I going to do? But just know that when they're new, just signing 3 people can be very overwhelming. So sometimes just doing 1 or something like that seems to not be so overwhelming, and they get confident, and it might be easier for them to see how it's not so hard to get 1 ambassador, and maybe they'll sign more. But I know, like, I've done like a lot of, sign 3 and you get this. That seems to be a lot harder for people. They get kind of intimidated by that. That's it for me. I think, anything else, guys? Larissa? You want to talk a little bit about the social coming up? She's our social chair. Are you free, Larissa?
Is she still on? I can't see y'all anymore.
Yeah, she is on.
I don't hear her. This is Patsy. I asked her yesterday. She was thinking about doing something in the Heights.
We looked at a couple of places. She emailed me that, Patsy. I can't remember the names of them. Maybe you remember, but I don't.
Oh, I don't know. She
off
just
the top of my
said
head.
she's thinking about doing it in the Heights so more people can show up.
Well, we were trying to kind of make it middle of the road since we've got the team so spread out. But the places that she sent me, and we haven't really reconvened since we talked about this, seemed, in my personal opinion, a little pricey for what people were going to want to spend this time of year. So we were looking at, Ryan gave us some ideas today, Papacitos and what was the other one, Melanie?
He was thinking
Joe's Crab Shack.
And Crab Shack, but he was thinking Joe's is a little more expensive. But
so we're trying to find someplace that's not going to charge us for their meeting room, or that's going to make us have a minimum price. The attendance is so up in the air right now.
Oh, Bosque and Conroe doesn't charge for their patio area.
And we looked at that because we did Conroe in November. I have like 9 people from Clear Lake that want to come, but they're not going to drive to Conroe. So we were trying to find something in the middle for December, but it's such an off time of year that may not really be ideal right now. That may be something we have to look at doing later. We might have to do Conroe or something. I don't know.
Okay, so it's still in the works, but just so y'all know, it is December 3rd. Do we know the time yet, Rachel?
Let me look on my thing. Give me a second. The rewards dinner for Diamond Ducks is 5 to 6, and the social is 6 to 8, same as last month.
Okay.
So we ended up staying till like what, 10:30, I think.
Yeah, that sounds about right. The other thing I just wanted to remind you guys, because it just popped up, if you are local anywhere close to Houston area, you guys need to get your people to this meeting right here. I don't know if everybody can see this. Can everybody see my screen? It's Melissa and Emily Roberts. I mean, wow. Like, I don't even remember the last meeting Melissa's done, but y'all all know she's amazing, and her meetings are the best. Now we have Diamond Ambassador Emily Roberts. She's not going to be living here much longer, so this would be a great meeting, Grace, even for like your mom maybe, if she would come, and if we give her notice, she could take this one because it's in Conroe at the Tree of Life. But it's November 29th, and I think that's the one, Grace, that Megan's going to come to.
How would y'all feel about doing a wine crawl in place of the social?
Yeah, that'd be fun.
It's in the Woodlands.
Would anybody like that? I'm fine with that.
4:30 to 6:30 at the Palmer Golf Course. Have fun with friends while traveling around the course for wine tasting and pairings. 30 looks like $32.75 one discount, or $42.75 includes 4 wines and appetizers. I don't know. Larissa just posted it on Facebook, so I saw it.
Our social chair.
Exactly.
Yeah, that makes sense. Not good. And then driving home. Janice says, oh, this is true.
Who said I was driving home?
That's right. Uber.
4 glasses of wine.
Okay. So anyway, that's really, does anyone have any questions? Does this system make sense to you guys? Do you guys see how duplicatable and simple it is?
Yes.
It makes perfect sense, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Want to make sure I'm not alone there. Where do you guys want me to put this information? What would be easiest for y'all? Do y'all want it in the chat? Do you want it in the group so you can just copy paste? What would be, you just want to pull it from team page or what? Just want to make sure we're all on the same page about where it is.
Well, if you're not launching it to the team yet and you start putting it as the pin post and just pasting it, people are going to be like, what is this? What do I do with this? If they haven't watched the training yet.
Right.
So I'm trying to think.
Because we're starting with our leaders. So obviously it's right.
You could put it in leaders group, but again, it's going to get lost in all the other messages. So trying to think of a place. I mean, I've already saved it in the notes of my phone, but.
Yeah, I mean, the leaders group isn't as busy as the chat, like I have an actual group. Does everybody know I have an actual group? I hope you do. Because I pour into that daily too while we're on the call.
Maybe you need to simplify your system
one,
and not have so many pages. That's kind of what I'm thinking for you to make your life easier.
So this is my leaders chat that I pour into y'all not every day, but a lot of days, just with certain things that I think are really good for you to pull for your teams. If it's like, trainings or whatever, but I could put it right here for now until we figure out something.
Put it on the pin post. You don't have a pin post there? Why don't you make it the pin post for that group?
I could do that.
That way it's easy to get to.
Okay.
Is that group right there is just your gold and above, right?
Yes, this is just gold and above.
Yeah, you can put it right there.
Now, what do y'all want there? Because I could put it all together, or we can just do, I just want to make sure we're on the same page, that I can just do
why don't you
just the first post, or do you want just the video? Like what?
I would put the video with all of that right underneath it. So like I would copy and not that part. The video itself, share the YouTube link, and then go back and put all that under it.
Oh, this one right here?
Yeah. So for people that haven't watched it yet, they know where we're getting all that information from.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It'll make it easy for us to copy to put in our phone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll do that. That's fine. Okay, I'll do that tonight so you guys can find it.
What's that? What group is that under?
Team Allen, Leaders of the Pack.
Do you want me to do it right now, Mel?
Yeah, do you mind?
Thank you.
No. I might have to share my screen, or you unshare and then I'll go over
I'm
it.
unsharing. Go ahead.
Okay. I think I can do it really quickly. I say that and see what happens.
I just want to make sure. And then December, just so y'all know kind of what's coming up, we've already started working on our calendar. We do have Emily Roberts is going to be doing a training for us as well, December 11th. So I'm excited about that. And then Brooke Hemingway are two, like, for sure.
Is that in person or Zoom? The Emily Roberts
on Sunday. Yeah, Zoom on Sunday. And then they're going to still continue. We are doing a Team Allen kickoff call, something new we're doing this month, December 5th. So anyways, you guys will get all that in the calendar, but we're going to just kind of talk about a kickoff call for some information that Rachel and Larissa and I are going to do. And then the Mondays after that, they're going to still be a new ambassador training, but we are going to take obviously the 25th and the 26th off. And on that note, I'll probably
actually, speaking of that, is there anybody on the call, maybe Patsy, that sorry y'all, to do the new ambassador training for Monday night, December 12th?
Oh yeah, that was one we weren't sure on who was.
We don't have a leader for that week.
Patsy rocks it. She doesn't rock
it. December 12th.
It's a Monday.
Let me check and see if I can do it on the 12th.
Okay. I reached out to one of our Tennessee folks, but being a nurse practitioner, this is a really busy month, and she's pulling doubles most of the month. So she wasn't able to do it, and then I haven't had a chance to ask in the leaders runners group.
It looks like we've lost Sarah probably because of internet, and then Larissa, so she probably had some internet issues too. So we'll make sure we get this I'll put this recording also in the chat for people that missed it tonight. That's really it, guys. I mean, I'm just excited and just really don't slack right now. It gets so busy, but you want to continue no matter what, even if you have 30 minutes. Don't forget to do your power hour, y'all. IPA is so key because remember, all the seeds you're planting now, they will come into fruition at all different times, but this is the time now that you don't want to slack, or you're going to watch the rest of us in momentum, right? And we want to be the ones momentum. We want to be the ones growing and moving and getting our people silver and getting that duplication throughout our team. So we have, an amazing 2017. But if you haven't watched Sarah Taylor's call, she talks a lot about the season we're in and how critical it is to stay very focused on your business, at least the IPA part,
Mm-hmm.
That's the key for you to grow your paycheck. Obviously it's to get new ambassadors, new customers. So just do whatever you can a little bit every day. It's so important to be consistent. And that's it for me. Anybody else have anything they want to share or any questions? Grace or Mom or Daphne or I'm not sure who else. iPad, is that Patsy? iPad must be Patsy. And Janice, what about you? Janice, so. You're doing awesome. You're rocking your business, girlfriend. Who has won the planner besides Daphne? Anyone?
I'm so close. I'm going to. I'm in qualification for.
That's right. I know, right?
Paula should.
Grace, have you won it yet?
I'm off tomorrow for my job.
Mom, have you won it? Mom, you got cut off. Did you win it yet? Okay, I don't know. Anyway.
My goal tomorrow is to win it.
Is to win it by tomorrow. Okay. So whoever has won it, if you can let me know, because I want to publicly acknowledge you on Team Allen. If you guys, anyone in your downline wins the planner, please do a graphic and recognize them. It's very important. Put it on their page. Just remember, personal recognition goes a long way, and it means so much to people. You never really know. I mean, kind of find out who, what they need, but everybody likes to be recognized for their hard work, and we don't get that as adults. So it's so important to recognize your team members. Make a little graphic. If you're not sure how to make a graphic, get with me. We can talk about what apps and stuff, but really just recognizing your team members is very important. So make sure, and if you're my level 1, let me know you want it, because I want to recognize you as well. So we want to get that duplication going down as well on recognition. It's very key. That's
I've got the post set up, but I'm trying to figure out how to make it pinned post.
It's like
I got to post it first and then go back and edit, right?
Yeah.
Grace, do you might know the answer to that?
We lost her.
Did we lose everybody? Is it just me and you?
No. No, we still got a couple.
Because I'm over in Facebook working on this.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and end the recording though.